As real estate appraisers, we know our job is to value property with integrity and without bias. Our valuations play a critical role in maintaining the integrity of the housing market. Because of that responsibility, our profession is not bound simply by our honesty, morality, and integrity. We must abide by fair housing laws and the USPAP Ethics Rule. These laws directly impact our work and how we approach each appraisal. And now, with recent scrutiny in regard to appraisal bias, they also directly affect our training and continuing education requirements.
Fair housing and fair lending laws, including the Fair Housing Act and the Equal Credit Opportunity Act, are designed to prevent discrimination in the housing market, ensuring equal access for everyone, regardless of race, gender, disability, family situation, sexual orientation, and more. For appraisers, the Fair Housing Act serves as a reminder of our obligation to uphold fairness and equal opportunity. Any bias in valuation, whether intentional or unintentional, can lead to significant legal consequences, and most importantly, harm to individuals and communities. In addition to the Fair Housing Act, USPAP sets minimum standards for ethical behavior and competency in appraisal, and the Ethics Rule is a core component. It mandates that appraisers act with impartiality, objectivity, and independence, avoiding any conduct that could lead to biased assignment results. Remaining impartial in our work is not just a legal requirement, it's a moral one. As appraisers, we hold a responsibility to provide credible and fair valuations. Any prejudice, whether conscious or subconscious, undermines public trust in our profession. Over the years, there have been some misconceptions that discrimination was allowed as long as an appraiser could support their findings that a protected characteristic impacted a property's value. This was never true, but to avoid any confusion, the USPAP Ethics Rule was revised in 2024 to remove language regarding supported and unsupported conclusions. This revision also includes a new non-discrimination section which states appraisers must not act in a manner that violates or contributes to a violation of federal, state, or local anti-discrimination laws or regulations. Of course, these revisions only reinforce what we as appraisers already know. Discrimination and bias of any kind is prohibited in all our valuations.
Again, all of this stresses the importance of educating ourselves on these laws and rules and avoiding subjective terminology in our appraisal reports. By ensuring we always comply with USPAP and fair housing laws, we help ourselves to avoid unconscious appraisal bias and prevent unintended discrimination within the process. Of course, by expanding our knowledge even further with valuation bias training, it helps us recognize any biases that could affect our work and learn ways to eliminate them. This training is so critical that several states now require it to receive or renew appraisal licenses. Through proper training, we will learn how to ensure fairness in every aspect of the appraisal process, from researching comparables to interacting with clients and inspecting properties. This not only protects appraisers from liability, but also upholds the principles of equity in the housing market. At McKissock Learning, we're committed to helping appraisers stay informed, up-to-date, and compliant with fair housing laws and continuing education requirements. Ongoing training on recognizing and addressing bias is crucial for ensuring fairness and accuracy in appraisals, building trust in the process, and contributing to a more equitable housing market for all communities. McKissock will offer mandatory fair housing and valuation bias courses to support your professional growth and compliance.